Welcome to another unbagging video from theplayersaid.com. I'm Grant. Today I am unbagging Yaah magazine, issue number 9, which was released in May of 2017. The game has a pack-in game or an in-magazine game. This issue's full game is Donetsk, Battle for the Airport. Subtitle is Squad Level Combat in the Ukraine. I believe this is designed by Ryan Kirk, so it looks interesting. You can see the counters and the map over here. They also provide a four-sider for the game. This magazine, this issue, if you don't know much about Yaah magazine, it's put out by Flying Pig Games, and they review not only their games, they've done great games like Old School Tactical Volume 1 and 2. They've done recently Armageddon War on Kickstarter. Trying to think of others that we've played. 65. They really have good squad level tactical games that we've enjoyed quite a bit. But they also look at other games. Here you can see they have a review or a look at Comancheria, which is designed by Joel Toppin from GMT Games. They also look at 13 Days, which is Asger Harding and his companion Daniel Skode Peterson. They do this game through Ultra Pro, and it's kind of like Twilight Struggle Light. We played 13 Days for the first time at Gen Con, I want to say in 2016 at Gen Con, and it was a great game. We bought it. We enjoyed it quite a bit. Kind of the follow-up game, or their next follow-up effort was Iron Curtain. Didn't get to play it, but I did an interview with the designers. So anyway, that's what Yaah magazine is. Good art. They always do a good job of presentation. I'll look at the back. Here is actually the player aid for the Donetsk Airport player aid for that game. So you'll need to remember that as you go through that. But here's the other game the Battle of Kursk. This actually was just funded on Kickstarter at the end of 2017. Should be coming out this summer sometime. I would love to see it maybe at Origins and give it a play. But anyway, great little magazine. Once again, they use it. Mark Walker, they use it to promote their games, but they also use it to look at other games. You can see Solitaire Scenario for Night of Man, one of their games, but they also have an article on Conan, the tactical miniatures game from Monolith Editions. I love Conan. I own it. I've done reviews of it. We've played that game about 12 times and never get tired of it. So you can see, for the price you pay for these magazines, you get a lot of articles, a lot of different information on other games coming out, kind of so you can get a good feel for what is coming out. I always like these kinds of magazines. The game is obviously the highlight, but there's a lot of other good information. Here's Armageddon War, the game that I just mentioned that was successful on Kickstarter. There's an article about it. We did a interview with Mark Holt Walker. Here's a look at Comancheria. I love Comancheria. Comancheria is a solo game from GMT Games based on the Comanche Indians, and it takes them through about 250 years of their history from, I believe it's 1600s through the end of the 1800s. It is a solo game. The solo AI is amazing. I was very pleased with that design of that game and really enjoyed it quite a bit. Here's an article on the Finnish Civil War. I can tell you the Finnish Civil War has gained a lot of attention the last year. In fact, All Bridges Burning, which is a coin game coming from GMT, designed by Vez Arponen, was released and announced this late last year. It'll be out by the end of this year in 2018. We just did a Kickstarter preview for 1918, Brother Against Brother. And I know I'm looking at another game, I think it's called Death on the Rails, which had to do with the Estonian Revolution, but kind of the similar time frame, 1918. So that game, that history topic is getting a lot of love. Here's that 13 Days article. Here is, I don't know what the others is, but a look at the others. Look at that great art. Really like that. The Great War. So here's an article on the Days of Battle, the Great War. It's a game. So yeah, this magazine is chock full of different great articles that you're going to really enjoy. And once again, it gives you an inside look into upcoming games or games that were just released. I know a lot of times what we try to do as a blog is simply convey information and the way that we felt about the game as it played. Was it playable? Were the rules good? Were the components great? Because once again, those are things that I want to know before I spend my $50 or $60, or in the case of war games, $70 and $80 on a game, because I don't want a stinker. So I think Yaah Magazine does a great job of that. Here's a look at CNC Ancients. And then here is a look at the game. Sorry. Donetsk, A Study in Tragedy. So there's an article with some history, and then there's game rules and notes as you go through. So that's a look. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to point out. Crowbar. The Rangers at Point du Hoc. This is a solitaire game from Herman Luttman on the Rangers as they assaulted Point du Hoc on D-Day during World War II. So looking forward to that one. But there's a look at the actual magazine itself. We'll go ahead and move that aside. Here's a four-sider. Once again, the pack-in game is Donetsk Airport. So it comes with a small map, kind of a 11 by 17 page full color map. Glossy, it's attractive, very playable. You put a sheet of plexi on that, you're not going to have any problem. And it also comes with about 80, I want to say 88 counters, and these are falling out as I hold them up, so I'm going to try to be careful as I bring it up to show you the counters. I love these counters. Tiny Battle Publishing is a offshoot of Flying Pig Games, and they use the same counters. I enjoy these. The only thing I don't like about these counters is they tend to have a greasy, I don't want to use the word aftertaste, but as I clip them, I do clip my counters, and I have an Oregon Laminations 2.5 millimeter deluxe edition clipper. As I clip these counters from Tiny Battle Publishing and from the magazine, it has a buildup of kind of like, I want to say a wax. So I don't know if they coat these to try and protect them a little bit. They feel a little like they are coated, but look, they just fall out of the sprue. Fantastic. But nice looking counters. Like the colors. You can see there are leader counters there. There's infantry. There's different items like RPGs. There are vehicles, heavy machine guns, and there's some airstrike and choppers, as well as some vehicles. And each side has those, so you're going to play those as you try to protect or assault the airport in the Ukraine. There's the backs of the counters. So these are dual-sided counters. Nice looking counters. Sorry, it's completely falling apart. Give you a better look at, there's a militia counter. Pretty well centered. This one looks to be a little bit off to the right. But in general, their counters are great work. There you go, spent. So there's a look at Donetsk Airport, the pack-in game inside Yaah Magazine, issue number 9. So hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was shorter than some of our other videos, but looking forward to clipping this and playing it. Usually these games take an hour and a half to play, learn the rules. And the great thing about that is you can kind of turn around, write again, and play again. So anyway, check it out, issue 9 of Yaah Magazine. Really enjoyed unboxing it, and I look forward to clipping it, getting it ready for play. If you enjoyed our video, please like and provide some comments below. We love to hear from our subscribers, to hear what we're doing well, what we're not doing well. If you don't like my voice, sorry. That's just the way it is. But if you enjoy our channel, please subscribe. We are growing a good audience, and we have a lot of faithful watchers. So thank you for those that do come back time and time again. And also, if you want some more information, check out our blog, our written blog at theplayersaid.com. You can find reviews of games, strategy articles, session reports. These unboxing videos, we link to that as well. I do action points, which kind of go over some of the more in-depth rule situations of games to give you a feel and a flavor for what you can expect. So check that out. I've been Grant for the Player's Aid, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.